Hi, I've been listening to what I feel at the time is the greatest diss track since Tupac. Real talk. We all, music is subjective, and I'm a Tupac fan. Tupac had me since 8th grade. He dropped his debut album when I was in 8th grade, but really I first heard him rap when I was in 7th grade on Same Song. I was a fan of Digital Underground. And then came Tupac. This is the greatest diss track since Hit 'Em Up. This new song, Tom MacDonald is a Nazi. It's better than Tupac did in a few ways as far as punchlines. Way more punchlines than anything Tupac ever wrote. Tupac, he didn't do too many punchlines. Especially not like these new rappers. He was very different, man. Tupac was ball of fire. I can't believe the fire hasn't been met yet. I can't believe the passion hasn't been met yet. DMX, he had the passion. DMX was nice. DMX, he didn't like being compared to Tupac, but that's the only closest thing. Like, in my opinion, Jordan, Kobe, and then Tupac, DMX. And everybody else is doing their thing. It's just not my type of rap. And I love rap. I love all kind of rappers. Love Public Enemy. It's like they stopped rapping when Tupac came out, though. K Reno, another rapper that I really love. I'm about to... The diss record I'm talking about is white rappers, white on white rappers. Tom MacDonald is a white rapper. And he's like a pro-white rapper. Not even pro-white, it's po-white. Po-whites. The po-whites, what about us? He has a song called American Flags. In American Flags, he literally says, "Make America Great Again." And he's saying stuff like, we're going to fight for this American flag, wave the American flag. You come for the American flag, we're going to come for you. And in this diss track I'm about to react to, which is called Tom MacDonald is a Nazi, I found out Tom MacDonald isn't even American. He's Canadian. I don't even understand what that means. I mean, was he born in Canada, raised in America? That would make sense. But he's Canadian with all this American flag stuff and MAGA stuff. Now look, I am a conservative actually. I am against MAGA, but I'm a black conservative. I ain't been nothing but conservative my whole life. As a matter of fact, it's hard to get more conservative than me. Constitution within reach while I'm driving. And, who's my favorite president? It's like asking a Tupac fan, what's your favorite Tupac song? I go back and forth. Of course, Abraham Lincoln is up there, but Ulysses S. Grant, again, this is right here in arm's reach. Book of Ulysses S. Grant. First time I read a biography of Ulysses S. Grant, I was in the 4th grade. And he automatically became my favorite president. But the more and more I studied the Civil War and studied Abraham Lincoln, it's hard to not put Lincoln at number one. It's so hard to not put Lincoln at number one. So I'm not a Republican. I do call myself conservative, but I'm going to have to stop changing calling myself conservative because of what this conservative movement has become. I'm conservative because what else do I got within the arm's reach? Open the glove box, a Bible. I'm offended by Trump selling those Trump Bibles too, man. Dang, what else I got in reach? This is what else is sitting in my glove box. Tupac's poetry book, The Rose That Grew from Concrete. I told one of my Uber passengers I would talk about that. I'm going to make a video about that book right after this. But let's react to Tom MacDonald is a Nazi. The song is 7 minutes long, and I already talked for 5 minutes, but I'm gonna talk a little bit more because I've seen a lot of reactions to this video, and the reactions are great because there's so many punchlines in this song. But watching these reaction videos, one thing I haven't heard any reactor mention, so they had a beef 5 years ago apparently. Now, Mac Lethal, who wrote Tom MacDonald is a Nazi, Mac Lethal is older, and his career was back in the early 2000s. He was a battle rapper. He won something called Scribble Jam, at least once, but I think he might have won Scribble Jam, which is basically a rap battle. He won that a few times. And, wow, yeah. So, of course, he doesn't respect Tom MacDonald. Tom MacDonald is so damn popcorn. He really is. Like, you know, it's funny. So I found out from this diss track that Tom Canadian, let's call him that, Tom Canadian MacDonald, Mr. MAGA, is Canadian. Found that out. Seeing some of the reactions, that hurt him with a lot of people. A lot of people, they just found out too, like, this dude's Canadian? And again, there ain't nothing wrong with being Canadian, but it's something wrong with Canadian when you making songs like Touch My Flag and Take It, and you talking about the American. He has a song called American Flags, and that song is crazy. When people were sending that on Facebook, because again, I mentioned I'm conservative, so a lot of my friends, most of my friends on Facebook are probably conservative. Thankfully, most of them are not MAGA Republicans. Most of us, we did mess with Trump. We did like Trump at one point. Guys like myself, I kept saying, oh, I ain't messing with Trump no more. Grab her by the coochie. That was the last straw for me. Turn left on Robert. Some of the things he said, the police need to be more brutal, you know, hit their heads on the car as you put them in. Yeah, not cool. Just so much stuff he said. But the real last straw for me with Donald Trump and MAGA and anybody down with MAGA, January 6th. Like I say, the Republican Party is supposed to be the party of Lincoln and Grant. This is a president, General Ulysses S. Grant, the second Republican president in United States history. The general of the Union Army. And now MAGA, on January 6th, a bunch of armed men went into the Capitol and were waving around Confederate flags. They hit and beat a cop with an American flagpole. That shit happened. And the same people that was bitching about the Black Lives Matter protests, which was a bunch of college people hyping up high school kids. Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't cool. But you did all that bitching about the Black Lives Matter protest, and now you're calling January 6th traitors hostages. Yeah, I seen the debate. Well, I didn't watch the whole debate. That last debate was unwatchable. And this is from somebody who's been watching all the debates since I was a teenager. I've always been in politics. But anyway, you never fuck with Mac. I still ain't played this track. So this is going to be, I might not even be able to, who knows, my video might get deleted or whatever. But again, this is the greatest diss track ever. And before we play, this really might get copywritten. I don't give a fuck. Hey Siri, play American Flags.
Now playing American Flags, single by Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun.
I gotta play a little bit of this before I play. Before I play Mac Lethal, just to hit it home. I wish I could.
People of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they can't.
Are you serious?
For speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, make USA mad. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags.
Take USA back.
And every time we pull up, all you gonna see is American flags. I never gonna pretend that I give a damn. Anybody who's offended can get it, we throwing hands. Anybody not trying to make America great again. You a pawn, you a clown, better know where I stand. I'm a white boy with the middle fingers in the air, dog.
That was enough of that. Just in case you don't know who Tom MacDonald is. Now, hey Siri. Tom MacDonald is a Nazi.
Here's Tom MacDonald is a Nazi. Single by Flesh Music.
Let's be clear about one thing. You started it, you sneak dissing pussy. Oh my God. I thought it was funny too. We already squashed this dude. What are you doing? Here's a backstory. A couple years ago, Tom MacDonald got his feelings hurt and made a track towards me. Tried to diss me in a rapping war, tried to bait me into going back and forth, but I really didn't have the passion for it. So I made one song and I had to ignore it. I don't want to sound rude. I just think he's mad corny. I didn't want to give it energy. A transphobic, homophobic culture vulture rapping about white supremacy isn't worthy of facing me lyrically. But I'm getting tired of watching this dude embarrass hip-hop's history.
Okay, that exchange right there. If you like the lyrics or not, the way he spit that. Homophobic, transphobic, but he ain't transphobic. He got trans in his videos. He probably ain't none of those folks. First of all, he probably faking all this stuff. He's a poser, I'll say that.
And the other day he dropped a new song and for some reason he was dissing me. Fine, fight contract signed. Normally I would have paid this any mind, but you made a 9-minute song about your personal life. Why the fuck you mention mine? I've been minding my business and buying some property. Why are you dissing me? Why you take shots at me, man? Are you buying prescriptions again? Is it lines that you're sniffing? It's gotta be. Fuck it. Ding ding, let's begin. You got weak skin. We followed each other on IG. We DM'd, we even agreed that we would be friends. Thomas, we already squashed it. Last time I took the high road. This time I'm getting toxic. First off, your music sucks, you're goofy as fuck, your beats are trash. I bet $1 million cash that I can easily beat your ass.
Bars. Facts.
Girlfriend is a skeezer with diseases, she got fleas and crabs. She used to go to Russell Simmons' house and eat his ass. No.
Slam dunk bar. Slam dunk bar. I watched a lot of reactions. I played that for a lot of people. Most people laughed their ass off at that. Everybody laughed their ass off. I had one dude who said he was a Tom MacDonald fan. He didn't laugh at nothing in the song, but she used to go to Russell Simmons' house and eat his ass. Oh.
Rockefeller, known for Rockefeller. She was a groupie over a Def Jam and a hoe at Rockefeller. You nerdy cuck, I wouldn't touch that dirty slut for $30. You're not even in the top 10 rappers. Your girl is fucked.
Oh! Dude. That's the bar of 2024. I don't know if you could say this is the best of all time. For me, it's up there. But nobody has dropped a one-liner like that. You dirty cuck, that dirty slut. Anyway, you're not even in the top 10 rappers that your girl is fucked. Oh my goodness. That's the bar.
Oh my God. She's vaginally infected. I'll get back to her in a second. First, I'm smashing you on this record. I'll punch you so hard you'll see 3 of me. You'll say, hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. Half your fucking fan base wishes they could buy Slay.
Bar. Bar. Not the greatest bar because he used, hi, Dave, hi, Dave, hi, Dave. Kind of a cheat. But still, it's a bar. And again, in the reactions, some people are very offended by that. Like people who call themselves Hangover Gang, Tom's fans. Hey man, I don't want to buy slaves. Still, it's a hell of a bar in a rap beef like this. Crazy bar.
I donate my money to veterans. Okay, what you want, a peppermint? Don't complain about it, just do it. Quit patting yourself on the back for the camera lens. You're just Doja Cat for Nazis, a feminine racist on every beat. They call you...
So I'm going to pause this, picking up passengers, and I'll get back to that in a second. All right. Dropped off the passengers. And yeah, definitely couldn't include those women into this reaction. But let's continue. Tom MacDonald is a Nazi. Possibly the best rap song or best diss track ever. Definitely the best diss track of 2024. Imagine if Drake or Kendrick had some of these lines in their diss. Like, imagine they was talking about each other's girls and everything. And if you're wondering, I heard the disses from Tom MacDonald to Mac Lethal. Tom MacDonald diss before Mac Lethal did it. Mac Lethal just didn't do it, period. And the diss that he made, he didn't do no dirty shots. He kind of had the gloves on in that first diss. But Tom MacDonald did diss his parents. He dissed his parents. Tom MacDonald dissed Mac Lethal's wife, his kids, his like he and Nova. He's dissing Nova too much for a lot of people. A lot of people are saying that in the reactions. But Nova Rockefeller writes Tom's lyrics. She even's in the credits for writing his lyrics. If you look at his music, Nova Rockefeller is she writes his lyrics. So, and again, that's something that when you look at the Drake and the Kendrick beef, both of them dissed suspected ghostwriters. Both of them. Drake said Kendrick had ghostwriters. Ain't nobody believing. Ain't nobody buying that. How the hell is he at? And he even named the dude. How is he gonna name somebody as his ghostwriter and he's never, you know what I'm saying? He don't write like Kendrick. It makes no sense. And of course, Kendrick was like, you know, it ain't no 20v1. It's a 1 versus 20. If I gotta go against you and the niggas that write for you. But either way it go, so he's dissing Nova. But again, one, Nova's a rapper, and she raps exactly like Tom. So of course she writes for him. That's another reason I think I don't like Tom. Tom comes across as very feminine and sassy. And I just found out from this beef and looking at all these reactors and looking at the credits on his songs, I'm clearly a reader. I mean, come on, man. Who drives around with a book this thick and who's read, the greatest poetry book ever written, The Rose That Grew From Concrete, Tupac Shakur. Tupac Shakur. Means shining serpent. But anyway, yeah, I like to read. I'll be reading. So yeah, I read the credits. Nova Rockefeller writes his rhymes. And personally, I think the only thing that they can do, I think, you know, Tom is going to try to get away with not responding to this. He needs to. I've seen a lot of hangover gangs react to this video. And even they saying, you got to respond to this. So many of the reactions channels are saying, you got to respond to this. Don't try to pull that celebrity card. This track is too brutal. And as far as the hangover gang that's going to say, like, I'm biased or whatever, man, I'm almost 50. I've been listening to rap since I was a kid growing up in Chicago. I've been listening to rap since the 80s. You know, my favorite genre since probably 1990 at the latest. So I've been listening to rap my whole life. Of course I don't like most rappers. Even back in my day, I didn't like most genres of rap. So, and popular rappers, you know, this dude, Tom MacDonald, is just another Vanilla Ice, MC Hammer, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Super popular amongst the non-rap fan community. Not too many people who love rap and know a lot about rap would say Tom is in their top 10. And as I've been driving around playing this song for people, lots of people, some of whom are rappers, don't know who Tom MacDonald is. So Tom MacDonald, supposedly the most popular rapper on the internet right now, and he has the numbers. You know, he can't drop a video without getting 1 million views. 1 million, 20 million. But anyway, let's get back to this diss track.
You an anti-woke rapper because your music puts everybody to sleep. Fuck
That's a bar. That's a bar.
that your lame ass do. If Dave Matthews had braids and a face tattoo and made a song called If I Was a Gay Black Jew, we would all be like, hey, that's you. Acting like you represent the blue-collar working man, rocking army boots when you live in Woodland Hills and wear $5,000 Versace suits. You'll never fuck with Mac. Look at this blonde bitch surrounded by shirtless African-American actors. What, you about to get gangbanged in an episode of Black? Your fans cheer when planes fly over Gaza dropping bombs.
I'm 52-year-old soccer mom. I hate rap, but you're awesome, Tom.
Fake fraud, poser, liar, charlatan, and grifter at heart. You have no fucking dignity. You'll do anything just to get on the charts. Bitch, I'm a star. Kicking these bars, burning his body, I'll rip it apart. Tom, did you call yourself the white version of Kendrick Lamar?
Bars. Again, watching the reactions. You know, it's hard to say what's the baddest bar, that line. But that, I'm a 52-year-old soccer mom, I hate rap, but you're awesome, Tom. That's a bar. Watching these reactions, that's what people, one, people react to that. And two, even the people that call themselves Hangover Gang, they admit, yes. So many comments like that in the Tom MacDonald videos. As a matter of fact, I've seen, but yeah, bars and facts. And even his fans admit. And then that other one, what was the last one? I'm not playing this right. I'm skipping a lot of stuff.
Half your fucking fan base wishes they could buy slaves.
Bar.
Donate my money to veterans. Okay, what, you want a peppermint? Don't complain about it, just do it. Quit patting yourself on the back for the camera lens. You're just Doja Cat for Nazis, a feminine racist on every beat. They call you an anti-woke rapper because your music puts everybody to sleep.
I heard some people say that line was corny. It might be corny, but it's bars. And I've seen a lot of reactors like, oh, a lot of people, that's their favorite joke. Anti-woke rapper because your music puts everybody to sleep.
Everything that your lame ass do. If Dave Matthews had braids and a face tattoo and made a song called If I Was a Gay Black Jew, we would all be like, hey, that's you.
Bars, and everybody likes the way he rides that. Hey, that's you. Awesome. Fun.
Acting like you represent the blue-collar working man, rocking army boots when you live in Woodland Hills and wear $5,000 Versace suits. You'll never fuck with Mac. Look at this blonde bitch surrounded by shirtless African-American actors. What, you about to get gangbanged in an episode of Black?
The reaction to that sends people over the top too. That especially when you watch the video and you see the images.
Your fans cheer when planes fly over Gaza dropping bombs.
I'm a 52-year-old soccer mom. I hate rap, but you're awesome, Tom.
Fake fraud,
Bar.
poser, liar, charlatan, and grifter at heart. You have no fucking dignity. You'll do anything just to get on the charts. Bitch, I'm a star. Kicking these bars, burning his body, I'll rip it apart. Tom, did you call yourself the white version of Kendrick Lamar?
Now also, watching the reaction videos. Now see, I saw that post years ago on Facebook. That post I saw was really the last straw for me. I'm older, so Kendrick, Kendrick don't really rap to me. I've missed a lot of Kendrick. That beef helped me catch up on Kendrick. Now actually, the very last CD I ever bought was a Kendrick Lamar CD. I went out my way to find that CD so that I could buy it for my son, the Black Panther soundtrack CD. So my last album that I bought was Kendrick Lamar. But again, I'm older. I don't listen to music that much on most days. I'll listen to talk and blogs and podcasts and stuff. But that bar, hey, did you call yourself the Kendrick, the White Lamar? The reactors are having a field day with that.
Like you kicked down.
And I'm going to just play the music till I get out the car wash because
Worse for the indie movement, bitch, you stole that same blueprint from rhyme sayers and strange music. I paved your road, real indie since '01. Now I'm Marvin Gaye's father, I'm killing my own son. There's a story about a boy named Tom. He had a rich dad and a racist mom. Nova, Daddy, you're Nova. Daddy, come here, girl. Sit. Aw, good girl. Here's a treat. Daddy, here's the truth that you can't run from. No can do told me when I'm fighting monsters, don't let them make you become one.
Love that bar. Great bar.
Your ego's too big, it's gotta be deflated. Trying to say political rap is a genre you created? You gotta be fucking kidding me. You ever heard of Ice-T, Ice Cube, Immortal Technique, X-Clan, or Public Enemy? Of course you haven't. You know nothing about the culture. Second Amendment right guns coming about the holster. Put the pistol in your mouth. Name one song off of Illmatic before I pull the trigger. You wanna be American so bad that you won't even rep your own flag, and now you're getting toe tagged on every single song. You use that same dead flow. Your girl's like Emily Willis, a brain dead hoe. I should have known that you're a damn snake. The type of person that'll look right in a man's face and offer him a handshake. Call a truce, declare peace on the landscape, then diss his family life just to entertain your fan base. On God mode, trying to rap like Jesus, but in real life you act like Judas with pussycat-like movements. I feel like Caesar getting stabbed by Brutus, but I got whiplash, so drums make me smack my students. The YouTube diss tracks, they really ain't my vibe. When I battle a rapper, shit, I'd rather do it live. I'll bet $50,000 to the charity of your choice that you won't look me in the eyes and put clarity in your voice and say the things about me that you said in all your diss tracks when I'm a foot away from you and you might get bitch slash.
Okay, so something else I want to comment on. They say some people really mixed up his so at the very beginning of it, he said he'll pay $1 million. He bets him $1 million in the boxing match. And then he says he'll give $50,000 to the charity of his choice for a rap battle. A lot of people didn't get that, or they mixed it up somehow. Those are two different challenges. He's betting. I bet you $1 million of my dollars versus $1 million of your dollars in a fist fight, in a fight. Boxing, scrapping, street fight, boxing fight, MMA. I bet you $1 million, my money versus your money, that we have a fight. And if you have a rap battle to me, I'll give $50,000 to the charity of your choice. Two completely different things. He'll donate the money. But anyway, I want to clear that up because I've seen a lot of reactors mix that up or say something. They change what he said to something else.
Yeah, we can battle on King of the Dot. Your girl knows all those dudes. She's seen all their cocks. We can battle up in Canada, right in your hometown. I'll let you pick the city and venue it goes down. And I promise I'll get a bigger applause than you. Because in hip-hop, there ain't a bigger fraud than you. I went on tour with D12. Those dudes are my new friends. They showed me some video you made for Eminem. They told me they were in the studio with Slim. When he watched it, he cringed and he cut it off 30 seconds in. Eminem doesn't like you. He does not respect you. You made a love song about him, begging him to peg you. Have you noticed that publicly he's never even mentioned it? I'm sorry, buddy. I know that's not how you envisioned it. You thought he'd call you like, hey, Tom, it's Slim Shady. You're so controversial. How are you this crazy? You want to make a song about how transgender men are pretend ladies and all the live ladies having mixed babies and how the Mexican border is being invaded by woke Palestinians causing inflation? We'll call it White Boys Part 12. It'll be awful. And the Grammy goes to Eminem and Tom MacDonald. I'm sorry that you didn't get to do a song with your hero. At least you got to do a song with Ben Shapiro, the dude that censored Candace Owens feels quick, and he said that rap music isn't real music, and he tried to say the pussies aren't supposed to get wet. That song was so controversial and over the edge. I'm kidding. Nobody cares about your facts and your feelings. You make music for people that storm the Capitol building. You make rap tunes for white trash inbred people that snort crank in dirty ass gas station bathrooms. People that shoot AR-15s in classrooms, that never heard of Nas Del Woo or Black Moon. You make music for people that hate black dudes, people that huff gas fumes, got barbed wire tattoos, people that say the N-word case of Bud Light just to shoot it. Incels that are terrified of sex and people that pay money to be verified on X. People that say, now normally I don't like rap, but this Tom MacDonald dude is great cause he ain't black. I rewrote this disc 3 times, kept throwing out the verses. Punchlines weren't cutting, it needed substance and some purpose. I realized I needed to try to cut beyond the surface, and instead of murdering you, maybe I could be of service. You constantly just brag about the ways you feel yourself. It's obvious you're losing your battle with mental health. Trying to fill the emptiness in your soul by getting wealth, but the money, fame, Louis, and Gucci, it didn't help. You need to go to Balenciaga and get a...
Okay, so all of that, the way he's riding that, the way he's spinning that Eminem thing, one, very believable. It seems Eminem doesn't like him. As a matter of fact, the song that Tom MacDonald wrote and dedicated to Eminem, he starts off by saying, hey Slim, something like, I heard you don't like me, or lots of people think you don't like me, which don't make any sense because we're just alike, you know. But he even starts, Tom MacDonald starts his song, Dear Slim, with, you know, hey Eminem, I heard you don't like me. So we all speculate and assume Eminem doesn't like Tom for the main reasons, you know, Tom is very MAGA and Eminem seems to be anti-MAGA, which he should be. You know, like people trip me out when they talk liberal. I gotta pop that mirror out. I can't back up without it. Not in the space. Oh, I'll take that space. I'd rather have it. There's space in the sun. Don't want to park it. Oh no, I'll park it on this side. This got the shade. Okay, so let me finish up. I know I made this long, but I ain't got no subscribers. And this is such an interesting topic. So, the Eminem thing, just so great. And one, that sounds so much like something, you know, that sounds like his fantasy. And just the whole premises, transgender Palestinians, woke Palestinians invading the Mexican border, you know, causing inflation, and hilarious, great delivery, great everything. And this next part, you know, trigger warning.
Belt, put it around your neck, kick out the stool, then kill yourself. You need to put a gun to your head, then grill yourself. Cause to yourself, you've never revealed yourself. I Balenciaga and get a belt, put it around your neck. Lines weren't cutting, it needed substance and some purpose. I realized I needed to try to cut beyond the surface, and instead of murdering you, maybe I could be of service. You constantly just brag about the ways you feel yourself. It's obvious you're losing your battle with mental health. Trying to fill the emptiness in your soul by getting wealth, but the money, fame, Louis, and Gucci, it didn't help. You need to go to Balenciaga and get a belt, put it around your neck, kick out the stool, then kill yourself. You need to put a gun to your head, then grill yourself. Cause to yourself, you've never revealed yourself. I swear to God, I know record label execs that managed you, represented you, brought you a couple checks. They told me all sorts of shit about you. How you like to...
Maybe your best course would be to tread lightly.
Let's be...
So, the suicide part, kill yourself. One, it's so artistic, the way he spit it. Go to Valenciaga, go get yourself a belt. You know, kick out the stool, and you know the whole way he spits that. Dope bars, and then he adds the ending part. Because to yourself, you've never revealed yourself. So, yes, he's saying it literally. It's at least a double entendre. Yes, he's saying it literally, you know, because he paints it out. Go to Valenciaga, get yourself a belt, kick out the stool, and kill yourself, you know. He's literally, but also because to yourself, and then there's something else too. He says, because to yourself, you've never revealed yourself. So he's also clearly saying, kill the character. Kill this fake poser character. And of course, he called him that. fake, fraud, phony. Like, man. And like I say, one of the great things about this, I've seen a lot of reactions to it. Most people who call themselves Tom MacDonald fans, and even like I've seen a few reactions where the first few bars, they're like rebuttaling every bar that they don't like. And they get mad at the Nova part. Leave Nova out of this. But by the end of the song, they're like... So it's something about the way Mac Lethal did this. It's something about the way Mac Lethal did this. This really is David and Goliath. Because Mac Lethal is David. He's never been that big. You know what I'm saying? He's never been a household name. You know, rappers know him, especially like I say from the battle rapping and all that other type of stuff. And I believe the first viral videos I've seen of Mac Lethal on YouTube was him battling somebody. And it's really great, the great gimmick, you know. And then also these two rappers, they're both white, but they got such different aesthetics. You know, Tom MacDonald, tattoos on his face, diamond nose ring in the middle. That's a trip. You know, like I said, I'm a fan of Tupac. People love ripping on Tupac because he had the nose ring. Some people even say that people love saying Tupac was gay. Tupac's haters. I think I mentioned Ice Cube at the beginning of this video. You know, as Pac fans, like us real Pac fans, here's the thing too. Pac and Tupac and Ice Cube already had, in the beginning, they had like a friendly competitive rivalry. Ice Cube is even on Tupac's second album, Last Words, I believe. You know, on Tupac's second album, Strictly For My Niggas, there's a song with Ice-T and Ice Cube, and I believe it's Last Words. So it seemed like Ice Cube and Tupac had respect for each other, but Tupac's last year of life, there was clearly friction between Tupac and Ice Cube. And as a fan, I was watching in real time, and I remember, first of all, I was already getting some tension from Ice Cube. Like, what's up with Ice Cube, man? You know what I'm saying? He's shitting on Eazy-E all the time. He's shitting on Dr. Dre. Well, no, I don't know if he dissed Dr. Dre. I got to go back and listen to No Vaseline. But he's shitting on a lot of rappers that I like. And now, him and Tupac got their friction. And Ice Cube is clearly on this shit. I'm the best rapper, everybody else is garbage. You know, the whole lynch mob period and all this other stuff. I listen to Ice Cube, but at the same time, I'm listening to Ice Cube like, damn, dude, you got a God complex kind of like them East Coast rappers. You know, like a lot of these East Coast rappers. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Chicago, and I was in Chicago at the time, but I was leaning towards West Coast. I loved AMG. AMG was a big deal. AMG's album, Bitch Better Have My Money, was huge on the streets. You know, in the hood. Loved AMG. Just like Tupac. Tupac didn't get a lot of radio play, but his video was played all the time, and boy, he was in the trunk. Where I was at in Chicago, especially that one song, Violet. Again, talk about political song. Another political song on Tupac's debut album. They claim that I'm violent just because I refuse to be silent. These hypocrites are having fits because I'm not buying it, denying it. Envy is because I will rebel against any oppression or business known as self-defense. I show no mercy. They claim that I'm a lunatic, but when the shit gets thick, I'm the one you come and get. Anyway, that's a hell of a song. That's a hell of a song about police brutality and standing up to it. So again, how can I like Tupac? I mean, how can I like Tom MacDonald when most of his songs says that everything Tupac said was a damn lie? You know, how can I like Tom MacDonald? And then, like I say, the aesthetics, I've been to prison. I actually had a white supremacist as a cellmate, and I had quite a few melees with white supremacists. When they threw me in administrative segregation in Bexar County Jail, that was after I literally beat the shit out of a white supremacist. dude shit on himself. And he was a lot bigger than me. Another reason I don't like that. I don't like to fight. I didn't even want to fight that dude. He made me snap on him. He thought my cell door was locked. So he was standing outside my cell door. This is my very last fight in Bear County Jail. Like my last fight where we got caught and got broke up by the Search, by the Turtles, Ninja Turtles. That was my last fight. I almost want to call this motherfucker's name. I almost want to call this, but I'm not going to call his name for a couple reasons. One, in case this video do ever get any views. You know, like Candace Owens. I'm a conservative, so I listen to Candace Owens. And I've been listening to Candace Owens tell me that my memories ain't reality. I didn't have a racist cellmate. There's no such thing as white supremacy. They're not locked up here in Texas. Those Texas prison guards and those white supremacy gangs didn't click, get along together. Battery finna die. They didn't click up. I didn't get sent to administrative segregation for fighting that racist motherfucker, even though everybody backed up my story. You know, how can I respect these modern day conservatives that say there's no more white supremacy? White supremacy has been eliminated. Chicago Police Department don't have a problem with the Klan. Here in Texas, they don't have, the Klan hasn't infiltrated any of these police departments. There's no Klan in the CIA. There's no Klan in the FBI. That shit ain't true. You know what I'm saying? Look at me closely, man. I'm scarred up, damaged up, long life of. Another reason I just don't like a lot of you people on the internet that talk about that all this Black Lives Matter stuff. Why haven't you had your teeth kicked in by police officers? Why don't you have handcuffed barnacles like me from being handcuffed and hogtied and thrown into a cell on a concrete ground when you're 18, 19 years old? There's been police right now in 2024. Police brutality and all this stuff is better than it's ever been. So don't be bitching about it now if you weren't fighting it in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s when they was really tripping. Look at me now, a life full of scars. I mean, look at me. Eyebrows, got permanent scars in both my eyebrows, got a scar on my eyeball. Used to have to wear a patch. I had to wear a patch on my eyeball, on my eye for months when I almost got my eye knocked out. Riding public transportation in Chicago as a 9th grader, my first year in high school. I got to listen to these alpha males tell people don't break eye contact and mean mug dudes on the public transportation. I don't think you would give that advice if you grew up on public transportation like I did. I used to mean mug other brothers. One thing I learned about that, people tend to beef with people that are just like them. You know, I used to have a lot of fights growing up, coming up. And that was one thing that set me off. Somebody come with that alpha energy or come at me like, oh, you skinny. You know, us skinny dudes like me and Tupac, we have a bit of a Napoleon complex. And we're real quick to fight because we grew up in the hood. The hood makes you hard as fuck. And then you run across somebody that look at you and be like, you're skinny. And these girls like you. I'm going to try to embarrass you in front of everybody or call you out or whatever. Hold you, punk you, whatever. Why do other people think you cool? I don't think you cool. Whatever. I've experienced a lot of this stuff. And that's my challenge to you red pill dudes. Meet with me. Meet with me. You got the advice to help these kids turn their lives around? Well, I want to take you to some of the roughest neighborhoods. It don't even have to be in Chicago because I know these bitches don't want to go to Chicago. But I would love it to go. I would love for you to prove it in Chicago, you alpha males. And this is definitely related to Tom MacDonald because Tom MacDonald is on this red pill shit. What is the red pill? The red pill is misinformation that came from Russian troll farms. I noticed this way back in the day. And I talked about this. I got a lot to talk about this. So please like, share, subscribe because I do want to get into this more. But I knew RT. I saw RT for what it was years ago. Years ago. Let's see if my phone could talk to me about RT. And I was warning people about RT. We got all these trolls that spread RT propaganda. Pushing the red pill, you're a traitor to the United States. Something is going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen with this next election. Maybe we will get what everybody, these motherfucking shit talkers talking their shit. This is what you want? Who knows what's going to happen? But I'm down with the union. You done took the Republican Party over for this foolishness, this idiocracy. We done already fought for the Emancipation Proclamation. Party of Lincoln. You waving Confederate flags. I'm at the point, man, look. I had to quit my trucking job. I mainly quit my trucking job because I injured myself. Still got the scar. That shit happened like 6-7 months ago. Still got the scar on my forehead. Busted my head open. Really good. Knocked some sense into myself. But another thing about being a trucker, them Confederate flags, them Confederate flags, them Confederate flags. I might snap next time I see it. You know, I played a little bit of that Tom MacDonald song at the beginning of this. You know, but I'm going to hold what I got to after this election. I want to see what's going to happen. I want to see what's going to happen. I want to see what's going to happen. These damn, like I say, I'm mad. And Tom MacDonald, I don't know if he's a, you know, it's hard to say he's a nice, again, face tattoos and all this stuff. But really, you look at the Hitler book, look at Mein Kampf. Hitler started off as a thug and a hooligan. A loser, an artist, a hippie. Anyway, make America great again. America is as great as it's ever been. America is as great as it's ever been. It's never been fucking better. What year do you want us to go back to? What year do you want us to go back to? The early 2000s, September 11th and all that, in the aftermath, or the 90s, when the crack epidemic. Read the book Dark Alliance, Gary Webb, the dead journalist. Read about Dark Alliance, the CIA, the Iran-Contras, and the crack cocaine explosion. That's a book. It's a real book, written by Gary Webb, the guy who killed himself by shooting himself 2 times in the chest with a rifle. Or was it 2 times in the head? Either way it go. These motherfuckers love to talk about conspiracies. They never talk about Gary Webb. They never talk about the Iran-Contra affair. Shit that was proven real. Crack hitting the country coast to coast. But anyway, bitch ass motherfuckers. Again, Trump. You want to talk about the corrupt justice system? You didn't free Larry Hoover. You don't talk about the crack cocaine explosion. You don't talk about the Gary Webb book. You got a problem with corruptions. Over here praising criminals. Certain criminals. Gangs ain't cool unless they white gangs. Because you got a lot to say about Al Capone, who was a gang member his whole life. He started out as a gang member as a little boy, grew up, became the leader of the Chicago Outfit, one of the most notorious gangs in the history of the world. Ruthless, bloody gang. And he compares himself to Al Capone. And like I said in that one Tom MacDonald song, American Flags, the other dude, Calhoun, literally has a line, "It ain't treason if you win." I ain't gonna play that. I done played enough, and this is an hour, so this ain't a reaction. Tom MacDonald is definitely a grifter. Maybe he's not a grifter. Maybe he is a Nazi. That American Flag song is a trip, especially after I did the reaction. I played the whole song. Watch Mac Lethal's video, because in the video he got all these thumbnails. He has a few receipts. He uses some AI. The videos, even if you saw the song and you laughed at it as I was playing it, you will laugh more if you watch the video on Mac Lethal's channel. Please like, share, subscribe. Help me become a YouTuber. I've had a rough life, and I will. Shit. I'm running for president. Diego Don Juan, DIEGO-DONJUAN, for president 2024. What's the worst that could happen? I'm not psychopathic as Trump. I'm not senile like Biden. And like I say, Republicans and Democrats. I'm a Lincoln Republican. Ulysses S. Grant Republican. No question about it. No question about it. I've been talking like that since fourth grade, man. Fifth grade. I read the book in fourth grade, but by the fifth grade, Ulysses, boy, talk about a man. Talk about a fucking man. And yeah, he owned a slave. It's so funny when I meet people that like try to tell you stuff. I've been studying Abraham Lincoln and Ulysses S. Grant my whole life, and I'm from Chicago. We call Illinois the land of Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln's face is on Illinois' license plates. The land of Lincoln. Very proud of Abraham Lincoln in Illinois. And that is the home of the Union and the Yankees. And these dudes crawling around the woods and barbed wires, cosplaying the Civil War. You're going to be fucked. All these Pookies and Ray Rays you love disrespecting. The children who are traumatized most are the ones that the red pill disrespect most. Like I said, I want to see. Hey Siri, what is RT?
RT is a Russian state-controlled international news television network funded by the Russian government. That was from Wikipedia. Let me know if you'd like to hear more.
More.
It operates paid television and free-to-air channels directed to audiences outside of Russia, as well as providing internet content in Russian, English, Spanish, French, German, and Arabic. RT is a brand of TV Novosti self-made and autonomous nonprofit organization founded by the Russian state-owned news agency, RIA Novosti, in April 2005.
Hey Siri, what is the connection between RT, Russian propaganda, and the red pill?
RT has regularly been described as a major propaganda outlet for the Russian government and its foreign policy. Academics, fact-checkers, and news reporters, including some current and former RT reporters, have identified RT as a purveyor of disinformation and conspiracy theories. This is from Wikipedia.
Hey Siri, what's a Russian troll farm?
Russian web brigades, also called Russian trolls, Russian bots, or limbits, or criminal trolls, are state-sponsored anonymous internet political commentators and trolls linked to the government of Russia.
Look more into that. Anyway, and I ain't got no problem. Anyway, part 2. Like, share, subscribe if you want me to talk more about this. A guy like me, I could probably never blow up on YouTube. 1, I'm too honest. 2, I'm too honest. 3, I'm too informed. I don't lie. I don't lie. I do not lie. I do not lie. I don't lie. And one reason I don't lie is because I can say I don't know. Because I don't know. I don't know. What do I know? You only know what you know until you know more. And you don't know nothing, man. You don't know nothing, man. But everybody talks like they know everything these damn days. It's okay to be opinionated, but keep your opinion to yourself if it's just a fucking opinion. I'm just as guilty. I'm not just as guilty. Because I try my best. I try my best to educate myself. I speak on the Bible, but I've read it cover to cover. But I still don't know everything there is to know. I read the Bible cover to cover. I'm 46. So 25 years ago, 26, 27 years ago. So about 26, 27 years ago, I read the Bible cover to cover. It was a good Bible. Living Waters. And it was a study Bible. It had the footnotes were from the Hebrew and the Latin. The Vulgate footnotes. And it also had the Apocrypha and the Septuagint. So I read all 74 books of the Bible. But the Ethiopian Bible, the oldest Christian Bible in the world, has like 100 books. Let's ask Siri real quick. Hey Siri, how many books are in the Ethiopian Bible?
Sorry, I can't show the result to you while you're in the car.
Talk about that devil stuff all day. Worldly stuff all day. But you can't tell me. Do I got a Google phone that's... Here we go. Android. Dang, what was I asking? That Siri said it couldn't tell me about. I asked a religious question, right? Anyway, this video been over an hour, and dang, what did I just ask Siri? Anyway, you can ask yourself. You can do the research yourself. I've talked long enough, and I had a lot of fun doing that. I had a lot of fun doing that video. Tom MacDonald ain't American? That's like, first of all, I don't pay much attention to Tom MacDonald. Me being a conservative, my friends or former friends, because I ain't down with this MAGA shit. How can you call yourself my friend? And after January 6th, you know, I'm not friends with no Confederates. I'm not friends with no Confederates. You're not my friend if you're down with the Confederacy. If you think that flag is cool or sexy or whatever. We're not friends. We're not friends. And, you know, next time, like the motherfuckers say, it ain't treason if we win. Next time the Confederacy tries to take over America, we have to utterly crush them. We have to utterly defeat them. And I do want to end this video with a political message. If you're a black conservative or black Republican, you know, Trump is hoping that his numbers go up with blacks. Make sure they go down. Make sure they go down. Don't spit on the graves of Abraham Lincoln, Ulysses S. Grant, Frederick Douglass. You know, I got this Ulysses S. Grant book right here. One of the first quotes, when you get past all the... So this is a quote from Frederick Douglass. In him, the Negro found a protector, the Indian a friend, a vanquished foe a brother, an imperiled nation a savior. Mightiest among the mighty dead loom the three great figures, Washington, Lincoln, and Grant. That's a quote from Theodore Roosevelt. A vanquished foe, a brother. So that's where Ulysses S. Grant, that's why we're here today. The Confederacy hasn't been quelled. And Trump, as far as I know, has Trump ever said, stop bringing Confederate flags? There are Confederate flags. As a matter of fact, I can ask my phone that. This phone I never use like this. So, Trump flag for purchase. So, it's showing me shopping. So, this one is showing a whole bunch of them. A bunch of MAGA Confederate flags. Look at that one. Trump face right across the Confederate flag. Let's look this up. Confederate flags at Trump rallies. They want my location, permission for my location for that. But yeah, they showing it. Trump rallies. Look at that. I mean, and it goes on and on and on. You can look it up yourself. A MAGA hat with a Confederate flag on the side of it. Confederate flag in a damn Capitol. Lots of them. Like I say. And none of these guys got punched. They jumped security guards. Look at this picture. No, don't search inside the image. I want to see the full picture right there. So look at this picture. Come on, man. Make it full size. Fuck it. I'm going to just download the image. Anyway, so yeah, Tom MacDonald is a Nazi slaps, and I'm gonna be bumping that. Thank you, Mac Lethal, for the whole track. Thank you for the track. Thank you for the shout out to the originators, especially some of the originators that created political rap. Like I said, I don't appreciate. I don't know what to say about Tupac not being included in the list of OGs of political rap. That's really crazy to me. Only Tupac had beef with Republicans and Democrats. Dan Quayle, the Vice President of the United States under George H.W. Bush, Dan Quayle called out Tupac's and the album Tupacalypse Now explicitly. And Tupac flipped it, took Al Gore, or not Al Gore, what's his name? Dan Quayle, who was known as the stupidest vice president in history until now. Now they like to say Kamala. And after the debates and everything else, the convictions, the trials, yes, I'm a convicted felon. Yes, I went to prison for something I did when I was 18 years old, over 30 years ago. And I learned my lesson. I went to prison for robbery. And I stopped robbing people. Trump is freshly convicted, and he's not contrite. Did I use that? Is it contrite? Hey, Siri. Define contrite. That means the opposite.
Feeling or expressing remorse or penitence.
Oh, I'm
affected by guilt.
I was right. So he's absolutely not contrite. He's not even guilty, and he wants to go to war. Like, I really wonder what's going to happen. We cannot have Donald Trump is a threat to national security. Now, I ain't going to do nothing, no matter who wins. The only thing I'm going to do is I already know what side I'm fighting. Well, I mean, it is what it is. We already know what we know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Please like, share, subscribe. I want to talk more about it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't get away with I see, like I say, I made my YouTube channel in 2006. And I used to make content much more frequently in 2008, 2009, 2010. And the stuff that I couldn't get away with, and now the stuff I see on YouTube, I really don't want to spend 8, 9, 10 hours a day working on YouTube only to get stuff flagged or deleted. I want to talk to somebody at YouTube. I want to make content again. I get those creator emails and stuff, but I want to talk to somebody. I want to know what the rules are and why some people get to bend those rules and why some people get extra scrutiny like myself. Anyway, I talk about it on this channel. Double standard. You can look up some of my older videos. Please do. Like, share, subscribe. Help me make some of this YouTube money. I need the help. Let's let a real nigga make some money on YouTube for a change.